Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're having a look at this 2018 Mercedes AMG C63s in this beautiful obsidian black with a black interior. I'm going to show you all around it and why this is going to be a future icon. We're going to talk about some of the design features in the front, side and rear, some of the spec and tech, and then we're going to take it out on the road for a quick drive. So let's start in the front view and talk about the design. What differentiates this, the AMG version, from the regular C-Class Coupe? There isn't really a lot when you first look at it, but when you go into the details, you can really tell that this is something different. And only by looking at the proportions of this thing, you're definitely going to be able to tell that this is something special by the width of this car. It looks so planted. This is one of the cars, in my opinion, that looks the best planted from factory without having to change the suspension and wheels, specifically looking at it from a rear view, which we're going to do in just a minute. Comparing this to the current generation, what I really like about this generation is that it looks elegant, it looks graceful, and it looks like it has a lot of confidence in its design. And that, what I mean by that, it doesn't have to look aggressive like every other car today. I talked about this before. The C-Class right here, it has, I wouldn't call this a smiley grille, but these lines right here, they go in this direction instead of having what we have in the new C-Class where they go in this direction. That then goes into the same kind of angles in the lower part of the car, making it look like it's a little maybe front heavy, the current generation compared to this. I do like that we have this lines going in this direction and then the lower part going in the opposite direction, creating some more dynamics in the front end graphics of the car. And then if we look at the headlights here, this is one thing I really love about this generation Mercedes, is that you can clearly tell the difference between the C, E and the S-Class by just looking at the headlights. So if this were the only thing that you were looking at, you can still tell them apart by looking at this LED strip. For example, this is the C-Class, this is the baby Mercedes, and that only has one strip. If we go up a class to the E-Class, they're going to add another strip going down this way, and then of course the C-Class is going to have 3 strips in the inside of the headlights. And that's a very cool way of identifying and separating the classes of Mercedes, that I think they don't do that in the new generation. They do it, but it's not in the same elegant way as this generation, in my opinion. Looking at it from a side view, I think this is where you can really tell that this is such a good design all around the car. So the elegance that we have in the front end with the lines there, it kind of follow the side of the car, and we have this very sharp shoulder line that I absolutely love, one of the key lines of the C-Class Coupe. And then in addition, we have the lower line going into the bumper right here, as you can see. And the thing with this line is that it starts and stops at the exact right position. And what I mean by that is we have it starting in the corner of the taillight, so the taillight kind of stretches, and the exact point where the taillight ends, you have the starting point of the shoulder line going all the way to the exact same spot in the front headlights. Just a beautiful touch of how you can design a car to have it be continuous all around the car. And this car specifically is equipped with the carbon fiber package, which adds bits and pieces of carbon fiber all around the car. You also have 20-inch wheels in the rear and 19s in the front with this cross spoke design. And this specific car also has the carbon ceramic brakes up front, which will definitely help you if you plan on going to the track. Guys, I don't have kids yet, but if the time comes, this is definitely a book I would get for us. It's called What Cars Say. It's written by Rachel Alfonso, a true car enthusiast herself. It's an interactive book with real car sounds from 25 different cars, ranging from a Mini Cooper and Jeep Wrangler to a Pagani Huayra and even the Lamborghini Aventador. It comes in both digital form and as a physical book, and right now you're getting the physical book completely free. Rachel grew up bonding with her dad over their shared interest in cars, and she wanted to create something that would give the exact same excitement she had as a kid to today's kids. And I think this is one of the coolest children's books out there, and something I would have loved to have as a kid, specifically when I look at the awesome car illustrations inside of it. It's just a great gift for any kid interested in cars. Check it out by visiting shop.whatcarssay.com or click the link in the description to get yours. And by doing that, there is no doubt that you're going to have the best gift at the next birthday party. If you watched my videos before, you know that this is probably my favorite view of most cars, and that goes for this C63s as well. Specifically now when we have the wider fenders right here, you can see just this big muscle over the rear axle. It's just such a planted design looking at this car. And you also have these intake or outlets that are actually not functional, but the thing is, you can find these on the regular C-Class as well, and I'm not sure why they put it on the regular C-Class. Even though they're not functional here, I could see why they would have them here, to kind of implement the wider body in a smoother, more elegant way by adding some additional piece right here. But it also exists on the regular C-Class, so it feels kind of redundant to me. And up here we have part of the carbon fiber package. We have this beautiful lip spoiler up top, super clean, not too aggressive, and just Mercedes-like. This is what I want a Mercedes performance car to look like. Not massive wings and huge vent and stuff like that. Aero that is in a subtle way integrated in the body of the car, and that's exactly what they did with this generation Mercedes. Down here we have the AMG performance pipes, and they sound very, very good. And as I said before, that's going to be a thing of the past, and that's one of the reasons why I think this Mercedes C63 is definitely going to be a future icon, if it's not already an icon, because as you know, the C43 and the C63 2023 model year, they only have 4 cylinders. I know, it's a shame. This is the last V8 C63 AMG ever, most likely. So this is definitely a car that's going to go up in value, and it's probably going to become one of these collectible cars in the near future. This is a place where you really want to sit for a very long time. It's super comfortable, and this is also equipped with these racing seats, which really hug you in the corners, and it feels super nice to sit in. Also, I would assume for longer journeys. But you have the old infotainment system right here, and this little dial that we're used to from this type, from Mercedes of this generation. And then we also have these beautiful dials, something that I really come to appreciate more and more the further away from this type of designed interior we get, and the closer we get to everything having this big screen that we have on a lot of new cars today. I definitely prefer this, because most of the screens that we have today, they still have the tachometer and the speedometer there at all times. So why not still have them being analog and manual and sculpted like this? So I really appreciate that. We still have a screen in the middle in between those two dials, and that's totally fine. The materials in here feels absolutely fantastic. I do love this almost silver carbon fiber trim that we have in here, and the air vents. Everything feels quality in here, as you would expect from Mercedes. All right guys, setting out in the Mercedes, and right from the start, what I love is the head-up display that we have right there, and these beautiful lines that we have in the hood that brings almost this muscle car feel to this car. So we're in dynamic mode right now. I'm gonna get out on I-95 and just check how this feels out on the road. The brakes are very direct, which is nice. This is equipped with the carbon ceramics in the front, so that might have something to do with it. Nice burble on the downshifts as well. That's what we want from this V8. And we're up to highway speeds. That was very quick. 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. Claimed, but it could be faster than that. What's interesting about the name of this car is that it's called this, of course, the C63 AMG, but 63 really has nothing to do with the engine displacement or anything like that, like it used to have. If you remember the, for example, more recently, the SL55, which has a 5.4 liter that came out in 2002. I believe that was the last one where the numbers actually meant the displacement, you know, had something in relation with the engine displacement. This is actually a 4-liter twin turbo, or bi-turbo as they call it, V8 with 503 horsepower. It feels super smooth. This feels It feels like the best mix of, I would say, a best mix of a GT car and a little bit of muscle car. I know a lot of you don't like when I call this a muscle car, but that's just kind of what it feels like. A better handling, more comfortable muscle car. The sound of this almost sounds like an old German World War II fighter plane or something like that when you're really on the throttle, which we're gonna do on the way back. Interior is starting to show its age. It came out in 2015, but I still think it looks good. It feels modern, except for of course, we don't have a full digital display, but I actually prefer this analog style of the gauges. I don't like when we have a big, you know, curved iPad just slapped on top of the dash. This feels like it's actually more, they put more effort into the design of the interior of these type of cars. And that's also one thing that's going away pretty fast these days. Alright guys, we're going back on I-95 now. I'm going to do a quick pull here so you can listen to this beautiful twin turbo 4-liter V8 unleashing maybe not all the 503 horsepower, but we're going to have a look at it and see what it sounds like here. That is nuts. Such a smooth delivery of the power too. And you can't really tell that it's a twin turbo. There is zero turbo lag in this car. I think that has a lot to do with it being a big V8 that helps with the torque delivery. But if it was a 4-cylinder, for example, like the next C63, we might have some more turbo lag in that version. But I think they've already, you know, worked on reducing turbo lags even in 4-cylinders these days. But again, I really like the head-up display. I hope it comes up on the GoPro. It's not too intrusive of the view up front, but it's still there in pretty high definition and right in the field where you're looking. So it's a super helpful addition to this specific C63. Love the crackles on when I let off the exhaust. It just sounds right, and that's also adds to this, as I talked about, the muscle car feel of this car. Yeah, this is definitely one of these cars that you just want to keep on driving. It's so smooth. It will get you from A to B as quickly as you want, and you can definitely, it's one of these cars that is a true continental cruiser, going down to wherever you want to go, just cross continents without having any back issues or something like that. Super comfortable and a very, very smooth power delivery as well. So that's my review of the Mercedes C63 AMG, a legend in the making. Thanks to Hunter Schaaf, Exotics Hunter in Delray Beach, for lending me this car, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.